morning, virtual tramily. Hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to talk about something, kind of a continuation of the last video a little bit with those sketchy people that I saw. So as I start this story, just keep in mind, you've got to trust your instincts. If you get a bad feeling about a place or some people, always trust your gut. Always better to be safe than sorry. And that is exactly what I did last night. So this is what happened. And everything's okay. I'm safe. Everything is good. But I was in Duncannon, Pennsylvania. I had ran into two people that were camping, and they kind of made me uncomfortable with some questions that they were asking. So I hiked on and got to Duncannon, which was 7 miles from the point where I met them. And there was a hostel at Duncannon I had planned to stay at. It opened in 2019, called Kind of Outdoorsy. And so I planned on staying there. I went inside, paid for my stay, got a shower, did some laundry, and got some lunch. And I'm laying in one of the bunks, editing a video actually, and those two people came walking in a few hours after I had arrived, and I thought, oh great. So and I was the only one in that hostel besides another person that was doing a work for stay that had been there for a while. And so all three of those people were really sketchy, really giving me a bad feeling. So I was on guard again. I would have been at that hostel all by myself with them. One of the guys that was camping had a big knife hanging out of his pocket. They weren't wearing hiker shoes. I mean, it's just none of the whole situation looked good. So and then the most amazing thing happened. Just when you're in a time of need, I tell you, angels show up. And so this family, Mike, Mary Kay, and Rachel, thank you guys so much for coming out. They drove out to visit me. They wanted to come see me on the trail and take me to dinner. And so it worked out that they were going to meet me in Duncannon. So they met me that night. Well, it was around a little after 5. They drove all the way out to meet me, and we went out to dinner and had a great time, great conversation. This is the nicest family I've ever met. They are so positive and sweet and just so kind. And it was really a pleasure hanging out with them. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It really made not only my day, but probably my whole week. So so then after we ate dinner, we went and got a resupply, and I appreciated that very much too. But we went back to the hostel. They were going to drop me off, and those three sketchy characters were standing outside, and I just was getting a sickening feeling in my gut. I just did not want to go and be in that hostel with the three of them by myself. No other hikers were around or at the hostel, and I just had a horrible feeling, and I couldn't shake it. And I'm in the car, and they said they would be happy to take me anywhere I want to go or do whatever I wanted to do. So I sat there a minute, I looked at Gut Hook, and then I made a decision. I decided not to stay. And as frugal as I am to pay for to stay somewhere, and for me not to stay, you got to understand that that's probably not a good situation. So I made the decision to leave and not stay there that night. So Rachel came into the hostel while I collected my gear, packed up my food, and we hit the trail. And I had decided to hike into the woods from Duncannon and camp out that night. So they followed me. Duncannon is a sketchy town, guys. Not all of the places on the trail are like that. But you do have to kind of be careful and on guard in Duncannon. It's just, you'll understand what I mean once you go through it. It's just not a good place that you want to stay. So Rachel and I, the daughter, we walked the 2 miles through town to get to the woods, and Mike and Mary Kay followed us in the car. We were safe and good and had fun, and we got to the trailhead, got a good picture, which I'll show. Then we said our goodbyes, and I went on up into the woods and found a wonderful camp spot and slept perfectly like a baby. I was safe, I was warm, it wasn't as bad or cold as I thought it was going to be that night, but I just felt so relieved and so safe, so happy to be out of Duncannon, happy to be out of a situation where I didn't have much control, and I was getting a bad feeling. So moral of the story, guys, trust your instincts. If you get a bad feeling about something, don't stick around. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Trust your gut and move on. Get out of wherever you are by any means. And fortunately for me, I had 3 angels to show up that day and help me out so much. And I'm walking today just so grateful for all of that. It really touches me how much kindness people can show, and just how nice people can be for nothing to gain. It's really moving, and you see the power of I'm sorry, I can't even talk. You see how much good people can show and give out here, and that lesson is just shown so many times over and over by so many people that are so kind and helpful out here. But it blows my mind that just when you need help the most, these things happen. These situations happen, and these people that are so sweet show up and help you. And I think it goes further than trail magic. It's just, I don't know. I think it's the universe trying to look out for the good people, or for all people. You know, you don't have to be a good person to receive, you know, good things and have good things happen to you. But these are the moments that stick in my mind, that really mean a lot to me. That, you know, you could be in a situation that is not good, and one way or another you get a way out. It's moving. It really touches my heart, and I hope to pay it forward as much as I can to other people. So sorry this is a little bit of a long story, but I needed to get all of that out to share what is going on. So hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna have a beautiful day, beautiful weather, and hike all day long, being grateful for so much in my life and things that are happening. So take care, everybody.